So, you know, we keep getting the Christian vibe one, and I was waiting for something like 24 being Kase, 24th.
No, there will never be
vibe,
Kase 24. That song.
No, I'm just saying, like,
something like that. No, I understand.
That
I'm just saying that song there, Charlie.
Yeah.
10 years, 50 years, 100 years. Obi Kase is Obi Kase. Hey! Bring on your power will be solid like that.
And the last like that.
I won't doubt it. But you know how the Gen Zs forget their own songs. We don't forget our own. They forget their own. Yeah, that's where the difficulty is. Yeah, but we can never forget Top Choco. That's one. Never. Straight up. 2025 we'll do Top Choco. 2026 Top Choco. 2027 Top Choco. Like that. So every year, I mean, Top Choco is what you need. And the 3-in-1 has been an incredible, story for a lot of people, because when you get it, you know that you're definitely making sure that your day in the morning, your breakfast, when you have the biscuit and then you put it in between, you know what it means, in between, it makes you feel good. So Top Choco, it was always going to be Top Choco. We love it. And we're going to be unboxing. Yeah, we're going to be unboxing to find out what we have in there pretty soon. But before that, let's get into our conversations and then we'll get to that part.
Today we are actually here with Ni Saki Saki, who is a media rep, and also he's with Roverman Productions, and Edem Totome, our very own one and only, and he's also been a fantastic pundit over the years, in very, very instrumental in the entertainment industry. And today the topic, I like the fact that you saw it on social media and you posted it on a page. Yeah,
the issue of GRA taking almost everybody's money when it comes to events. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know how Roverman has gone through has gone through this over the years, but Amponsah says no, enough is enough. You know, but I think it's difficult. It's a very difficult time for event organizers or people who put up events like that, you know. If you're looking at a situation where these people literally struggle to convince people to come to the show. I mean, before it was even worse. Now we can say it's getting better, but it's not even there yet. You have a show that logistics and everything that you've put into it actually takes all the money you're getting from people who are patronizing that event. And knowing that at the end of the day, there's a GRA somewhere who is also literally taking everything away from you. You start thinking, is it even worth it to be in this, space in the first place? It's difficult.
Yeah. It's difficult. Roverman, how have you managed this over the years?
It hasn't been easy. It's a fact. It hasn't been easy. And, okay, so before I answer for Roverman, okay, I sit in a space where I can appreciate both views. My mother worked at the IRS, which eventually came to GRA.
Yeah.
And she would tell me about how those days and where she worked at one point she was working at the Agbogloshi market branch, where they would go into the markets to go and take tax from the people there. And sometimes they were faced with the unfortunate situation of actually locking up people's shops for non-payment of taxes. And the anger, the animosity, they were at the receiving end.
Any of it, yeah.
You understand?
And the cases.
And the cases, exactly.
The cases.
You know, so I can understand it. I sit here in two hats. One, I can totally see from GRA's point of view, and I can see from an event organizer's point of view, also being with Roverman for the past 16 years. And it's not easy on both sides. I can tell you that for a fact. Last year or a couple of years ago, I was literally fighting with GRA people. Why? Because sometimes, as you said, Ottawa, they come and they're so militant. Like when you have like they come to the gate and they're like, yo. And this wasn't even in Accra, it was in Takrade.
Whoa.
Yes, and they came and they were like, yo. And I was like, dudes, chill, we've been in the business for 16 years. We have been following, we've actually been paying. It's not easy, you understand? But in any well-developed country, paying taxes is a must. You cannot run away from it. So, I mean, sometimes I think to a large extent is the approach, the means with which they do it, the militant nature and all of that. But truth is, GRA is also doing their job. You know, they have targets and all of that. Bottom line, they'll tell you, we are only following the law. We are collectors for the government. If you have a problem,
go to the
government. Wow.
And that is where the challenge is. Because like you rightfully mentioned, take Obi Amponsah, for instance, right? Or take a Roverman, take any event organizer, for instance. Look at the cost of everything. Logistics, media, publicity.
You're paying the cast.
Everything. Cast, crew, sometimes you pay influencers and all of that. You boost things on social media and everything. And at the end of the day, there's somebody who is there with a bag to say, give me part of the money you have taken. And if care is not taking,
yeah.
Because
and even the struggle to get the auditorium to do this event. You mentioned elsewhere. Elsewhere, there are a lot of places where you can do this. So, in fact, you can do an event here today. The next week, you know you have another venue you can go and do event and make money from. So, even if you're not making the money here, you know the next event is likely going to give you that. But here, how many auditoriums can you even count? So, that is my question. If I'm giving to the government, and the government is not giving me what it takes for me to organize even more of these events to be able to make up for the ones that I've lost, then what's the point?
I think that if you listen to those in the organizing space, their challenge is very simple. It's not about the fact that they don't want to pay tax. What they are saying is that it's like we are paying quadruple tax. This is GRA is taxing on the revenue. But these people are saying that the events we are organizing, we are paying artists, we are paying logistics, we are paying certain services. And all those services, we are paying withholding tax, about 7.55, paying some withholding tax on all of these things. Now, after we pay all of these taxes, the revenue,
the small one will get,
which comes from, the revenue which we are going to make deduction of all this payment, of which we've paid withholding taxes, you are going to tax the revenue. Why don't you allow us to defray our debt from the revenue? Then whatever will be left,
then
we sit down and talk. But after I've paid the withholding tax and done a lot for people to come, now that I'm going to, the monies I paid the artists, I'm going to, take something off the money I paid for this, the sound, the monies I paid for. You are going to tax that money. So, like, how
it's like I paid a double tax.
They even say, if you ask them, they say it's not even double. It's more than double. You know?
That's what happens.
They feel like they are being unfairly treated. And sometimes even the complimentary is treated as gift. So you pay gift tax on complimentary.
Wow.
So the complimentary people challenge me tickets. OG tickets no go to complimentary. And funny enough, at times what some also do is that they go there some one corner. Everybody who they come then count. So if you tell them they will give you the
they have the number, the number of people have gone in already.
So they come in numbers, probably 3 or 4, depending on how big your event is. And then they stand at each gate and then they count. So when you tear the ticket, they also tear their part. And then they count whatever they have.
I think one time,
and then they tell you that, okay, we got this number, you got this number. They write it down for you and they ask you to sign.
Coalition.
Like elections.
It's like election.
Election.
You don't win it in the office. You win it.
You want a police station.
So, not taking into account that the MC they saw watching the cash.
Money,
the artists watching the cash. Sound watching the cash. Stage. And some of these people, they've paid withholding taxes on these things. So allow them to do some. I think that there should be some serious policy conversation. And, policy emanates from the bottom.
From the grassroots.
So I think that this is where we need the Sleeping Creative Art Agency. They need to come to life so that creatives can have this conversation with them, present a certain position, then they take to the ministry. Then based on that, the ministry can liaise with the Ministry of Finance, take it to the appropriate quarters, and look at how the tax regime can be, administered. Because they are saying, we are not saying we don't want to pay tax. But can we find a certain regime which will be of support to us? Because at the end of the day, it's not like there's a certain fund where people are being given support.
These are people's own money.
You understand? And even the funny thing is that the venue they are paying for, they've paid tax for even the venue. So it's like they are paying tax for everything.
When you even, rent your lights, your sound and everything, you pay taxes.
So at the end of the day, the revenue now, when you are coming to do your deduction. And they are taxing the 21,
unfair.
which is the NHIL, the COVID, the
emissions
fund, the VAT, and no, the abomination. So I think there should be a proper conversation on that, because if not, it's going to disincentivize. I mean,
even at the end, the way these people are suffering already.
By those who come there to attend, then for cool down. I remember there was we did a chicks program at the Bukom Arena some time ago. Charlie, I said, how much comfort? And I said, like, how much comfort? Like the way
they're aggressive.
They are very aggressive.
Yeah, very aggressive. Like,
they are aggressive. They are rude.
You don't chop or
you know.
Make me give you something. Like,
But when did you realize that this was happening? Because in how long has Roverman been?
16 years.
16 years.
Yes.
So when did you realize that this was happening?
No, I have known this for a long time.
Okay.
You know, a few years ago when we started this December in GH thing, Beyond the Return thing, it was one of the early conversations when we went on, we started having meetings with them. And my major issue, as a matter of fact, even before Obi and Amponsah posted this, my major issue was the fact that, look, I have always been of the opinion that these creatives work hard. You understand? And if you're actually cancelling off things from your budget, right? If you're like in a tight space and the things you're canceling, entertainment is one of the first things you'd actually cancel out. So when you cancel it out, you put a lot of these people out of business. Literally, money doesn't go to them. So these people work hard to make sure that they make us happy. They bring events to us. So why don't we look at that whole regime again, even before Obi and Amponsah started making noise about it? I told you I had a fight with the GRA people in Takoradi because of the same militant nature which they come in. Fortunately for us, we have a very computerized system because of our e-ticketing we sell and all that. We have trackers and everything. I think it's from the notion that they actually believe that you are trying to dodge the tax system, so they come hard at it. So once we had that and we went back and forth and we were able to explain to them that, look,
this is it.
You don't even, technically, you don't even need to be here because I've done your work for you. I'll just send you a report for you to look at, and that is it. But at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, they're just doing their job. So I have noticed this, and I propose that, look, why don't we, you know there are tax stamps and tax stickers, okay? So why don't we assess all event organizers? Then at the beginning of the year, when we come to the policy conversation at the beginning of the year, let them pay something like a tax stamp so that they have a tax certificate for the year.
Simple.
So that when you come there, you just have to check for the validity of the tax certificate for that year. Renewable yearly.
And not come to struggle with money.
So that I know, so that if, for instance, Roverman Productions, looking at the quantity of productions or plays we do in a year and the level of attendance and all that, say that, okay, you have X amount to pay. Then you go to another production house or you go to another artist to say pay X plus 1 or X minus 2 or all of that. So that when you come there, you're checking for the validity. Because there are plenty traders there who have tax stamps and all that, and it works pretty fine. You understand? So there are always ways to look around. Nobody is saying they don't want to pay tax. Nobody is saying that, I mean, we know that in any developing country, taxes are needed. And also, I think on a larger scale, the reason why there's a lot of anger, it's because Charlie, you and I know, say, we pay the plenty tax, but do we see it on the ground? And that has been the argument. Even take it
from the sector.
Exactly. You understand? I was listening to something around the same conversation one time on Joy, and George Quay called in, and he was speaking about the fact that, yes, people paying tax. You can't dodge it. You understand? But at the end of the day, like you're rightfully mentioning, when it comes to the infrastructure, do you understand? How many of it can we actually boast of? How much support, comes in that particular
We're struggling for venues.
So where does the money go to?
Well, the good thing is that now we have, the good thing is that now we have a lot more creative arts people going into parliament.
Well, they've told you that you didn't put them there.
Oh, we voted.
Just one person said that, though.
You see.
But,
so,
even now,
but A+ said
creatives went to support.
Yes,
so, and even on their platform.
So we have a lot of the creative arts people, spearheading conversations now in parliament. John Dumelo is there, A+ is there, and the others that are there. So then what is going to happen is that these are people that can champion these conversations at the lawmaking level, where it's actually supposed to happen. Because at the end of the day, you carry all the anger on GRA. GRA is only doing. You can curse them what.
They are executing them.
They are executing them. Is that your
What does the law say? Don't they have to, tax on the net? Why are they taxing on the gross? I feel that, yes, the law says they have to be taxed.
Yes.
But where are we to be taxed?
Okay.
I think sometimes Takashi comes in.
And see, the thing is that they also want to say that put the tax on every ticket. Is that not the case?
Yes.
So at the end of the thing, let's have...
So instead of me charging like 150, I should add a tax
And the creatives, the fear is that if we do that, we
may
may
buy my ticket.
increase the prices of tickets. And entertainment is... I mean, people can do away with
like I said.
or look for a form of entertainment. And she said, Oshana, this event
is
last
up
year,
and I can't.
it was this. This year is that. Okay, and I mean, top chokobi. Na me bread na me fa kusuan shemu.
And
It's a form of entertainment.
Okay. There's always an alternative for entertainment.
Adding the tax component to each ticket may balloon the prices for people, and it may even make it difficult for them to come. So I think some of these things, the government should look at, creating enabling environment, and that is very important.
But that's what they always say.
You were going to say something.
Even if you look at it on a broader scale, really, outside entertainment, you can argue that we are charged multiple taxes on almost everything.
Yeah.
If you're importing a car, pay heavy duties.
If you see the breakdown, you run away.
Exactly.
And somebody posted the breakdown.
Then exactly.
Document.
Yeah. Then this same car goes to a showroom. Taxes on it. Then you go and buy it. You pay taxes on it. You pay. So it's the same product that has been levied like 3, 4, 5 times even before you go and buy it. And on top of that, you pay more taxes. So it cuts across everything. I think we actually need, yes, we are talking about the entertainment industry, but even if you look at it holistically.
Bet for no car.
Charlie.
Yeah.
I think we need to. We really need to. We really need to take a look at
our tax regime.
Our tax system is not the best, because it's more or less like depriving the people of what they have. You are taking everything away from the people without even letting them know where the money is being channeled into.
It's always been a lazy approach by the politicians.
Yes, it's a lazy approach.
Everything they see, let's tax. And in the taxing that they are not looking at how some of these taxes are being utilized. When you look at the waste, at times, the waste, if you take the Auditor General's report every year, the kind of wastage all of these taxes go into, which they don't care. The way they care to take the tax, they should care to utilize the tax. Because if you pick the Auditor General's report, just go even to the mineral side, the rate at which people are smuggling minerals out of the country, people are not paying the correct amount of money they have to pay for the minerals. Some of these resources, some countries have used it wisely and are benefiting from those resources. Go to, the Emirates. Look at the way they have utilized some of the natural resources they have. Ghana and some parts of Africa, we have everything. But we allow people to come and take it away just like that. Give those in leadership a little.
Even
we don't
They
care.
seem to be satisfied with that little that comes.
But the people don't even take. People don't even take our taxes. That is where I have a problem. The people don't take our taxes. Whatever they are taking, we have our taxes. What's happening to those monies? Because we are still being told that we owe so much. Anytime we are going to do a project, we go out there to borrow. Yet we are always taking monies from the people. E-levy, betting tax. Look at the COVID levy.
Till
now we are still paying.
The free water.
The free water that we have to pay.
No,
so where are these monies? Because even if you take 1 city from KMJ, take 1 city from me, take 1 city from Edem, take 1 city from Ni, that's 4 cities. If you look at all of us, so look at the number of people we have in Ghana. Look at the number of monies that we transfer each day. Where are these monies going to the extent that we, as the citizens, had to even suffer with DDEP?
It's crazy. I was part of those who suffered this.
We all did.
And honestly speaking, this rather does not help the economy because now I have lost interest in investment. And a lot of people will find other ways. You, the government, you borrow from some of these bonds to execute certain projects. It means that you are going to be, struggle to getting money from the bond market to execute some projects. So now the viable bond market now is the treasury bill.
Yes.
How much is in the treasury bill?
Yep.
You know, so you are rather depriving yourself as a government if all you think about is get the revenue.
Exactly.
But we do not care how the revenue is expended. I mean,
bloated projects.
Did you think that if probably we had
with its own issues,
another theater, a big place, you know, an event center that is ours, people would have still complained about this tax that we are being
charged?
Yes.
Do
you think maybe Obi Amponsah would have made this post?
Yes and no. Yes, because usually monopoly comes in when there's very little opportunity or little alternatives. So then what happens is that one particular space now gets to charge any amounts they like. And
it's happening.
Yes.
Not the conference, the national, they charge
and you will pay. You understand? But if there is more, then it becomes competitive. Then everybody will try and reduce their prices to beat the competitor and actually increase whatever they are offering. So then, yes. No, because taxes directly do not come from these event spaces. What actually happens is that once they build more, that's a bigger tax in it. Two tax from, really. So if you have one, they're taxing from one. Two, they're taxing from two. You understand? But what will happen is that for the end user, i.e. the person who is going to rent the space to use, you have a wide array of options you can choose from. So if you go here and you check the price is too high for you, go here and you check the price is too high for you, then you do your checks and balances and realize that, okay, I can afford this much, I cannot afford this one. But at the end of the day, the taxes are in percentages. So that 21% or the almost 22%, Oko Stadium is the same percent. If you go here, it's the same percent. I think it boils down to having the conversation about, from the creative arts industry, from the grassroots, and then use the creative arts individually in parliament to actually channel these conversations, spearhead it. And then also, it's not just enough saying that, look, right now, we were called to be citizens. And we're called to be citizens and not spectators. So now we have the mandate to ask questions. And we have the mandate to actually demand accountability. That is why a week or 2 weeks ago, Ghanaians went out and showed massively. Because, Charlie, yeah, bread.
And that should be the case moving forward.
So then we should be able to walk to whoever is in charge of this and say, Bosu, so and so is what you said you will do. Or this is the amount of money that has been given to you for this project. How far? And change will be because at the end of the day, they are working for us with our taxes. So she will to walk to any DC, anybody in charge of any office to say that, Chief, we demand accountability of this particular thing. If you said you have this X amount of money to execute this one, what is the plan in this particular regard, on this particular aspect? What is going to happen here? Let's ask questions. It's not just enough for us to say, oh, we'll give you the amount, let's go and sleep. Because if you leave them, also, it won't happen. It won't happen. You understand? Wow. So let's go and make those demands. And they owe us those explanations.
In terms of payments, what's the biggest you have to pay for any event or any of your event that you have done? You remember?
You want painkiller or talk
Choose your choice.
All right.
No, because I'm thinking about how much you're making at the end of the day. We see these events. Yes. Most of them, yes, you have the attendance and all of that.
Yes.
Others, you struggle.
Yes.
Not every production that you do that you have people coming in the way you want
to
come in. So I'm thinking, how much are you even getting that you're paying that huge amount of?
I can't give a ballpark figure here, but I can tell you that it's a lot. Let me give you a typical example. Let's say that National Theatre takes, say, 1,400, 1,500. Oh, and the seats to keep reducing every time we go there. So let's say that 1,000. Right? And you're doing an average of, say, 600, 700 people for each show. And I'm running a 2-weekend show plus a Friday. So let's say I'm running like a 13-day production. You understand? Averaging 600, 700. Even if I sell tickets for 100 Ghana cedis, do the math and put 21% or 22% on it.
You lower nothing.
Take that out. Then you take out the cost of publicity. You take out the cost of everything I'm doing. I'm buying sound, lights,
a cast that you have to pay.
Everything.
Renting air conditioners for national TV.
And everything. You understand? So yes, I really can't give you a ballpark figure. It's production on production, you understand? And also sometimes we have to do road shows as well. So you are paying for transportation, you are paying for accommodation, you are paying for feeding, and all of that out there. Do the math.
Anyway, you have Festival of Plays coming.
Yes.
Okay, tell us then. Let's console ourselves with that one.
You know, we say you're able to hear that. But yes, we've been doing this for 16 years. So far, God has kept us. And we believe that, Charlie, it will be, it's better than it used to be. And so our Festival of Plays is starting on Tuesday. So we have 24th, 25th. Then we have 28th, 29th, 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th. We are starting with a play called The Foreplay. KMJ, when you hear The Foreplay.
Foreplay?
Yeah, Foreplay.
Foreplay.
It's before the play, so it's foreplay. It's before the play. Oh. It's like when I'm warming up with my team before we go on the pitch and do what we have to do.
I even thought so. It's four.
Yes, it's four.
It's four.
It's
like four plays.
So four can play that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
4 people are
Yeah.
So what?
And I love 4 plays
because
it gives you heat. You warm up, especially in a match between the Kotoko and...
Is it 4 against 1?
Like, get out of here.
So we actually started with a play titled Foreplay. That's happening on the 24th and the 25th. Okay. And then after Foreplay, we do a play called Dubai or No Sex. So you see, when you finish the Foreplay...
Yeah, Dubai or No Sex.
Or No Sex.
It connects really well. Like,
yes, that's on 28th.
I like the connection.
And then 29th, you know the title? Naked in Bed.
Okay, so...
Why did you adjust?
Uncle White is a genius, though.
Before...
Like Foreplay, Dubai or No Sex.
And then 29th we do, naked in bed. And then we go straight into the new year. 2 days straight, 1st and 2nd, we do...
That one was what? I'm coming?
I want to feed you.
Oh, okay, be feeding before, okay.
I thought
I
thought the January one would be born.
I understand. So you have to be naked in bed and then they feed you.
Then they feed you.
Hey!
So the next play will be what? I'm coming.
Born again.
The next play is called Takeover.
Coming to America.
Oh, so there's a takeover.
Yeah, the next one is takeover. You understand? So that one you feel.
Oh, these things make sense. So
yeah, it's in sequence.
Yeah, if you're a couple, you should watch all.
Yes,
because it gives you a certain process.
Yes. There are timestamps and the process. Yeah, the next place is called takeover.
Takeover. After takeover, then
bananas and granules. That's what.
This is a good one.
So we're running 6 plays over an 8-day period. Amazing, fantastic plays. These are plays that have received fantastic reviews. And if you have watched a Roverman play before, you should know. Now, for Bananas and Granules, we actually have a special appearance by a very interesting personality. So we're actually featuring Adoma on stage for Bananas and Granules.
Our very own Adoma.
Yes.
She's been incredible this year with some great
I've seen her. I've seen her rehearsal. It's sweet. Like, you come and see Adoma for Bananas and Granules.
Awesome.
And come and see another amazing people, Andrew Adote. I mean, there's the squad is there and all that. We're going to make it happen.
Roverman squad is always a squad. I mean, yeah. So we love it. We love it. And we're paying how much for all of that?
So this is what's going to happen. If you buy 1 ticket, it's 200 Ghana, right? But if you're buying 5 or more, we are giving you a 25% discount. Okay. So if you're buying 5 or more tickets, you're actually buying one for 150 Ghana cedis.
Awesome.
You understand? So look at this, 150.
It's gone.
You understand? Yeah. And then you get to enjoy all the plays. All shows are 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. National Theatre for all the shows, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Don't miss this for anything. I think it's the best theatre experience you can give yourself this December in the New Year.
And it's got a great sequence as well. So we have something that we're also doing as our donation that we're doing at Yamidia Children's Home. And we're going to be there to support them on the 1st of January 2025. We're inviting everybody that watches Prime or enjoy Prime, to come through and let's do this together. We need to show that love and we need you. We're going with cash, we're going with foodstuffs, we're looking at drinks, toiletries, CDs, and everything that you can also support us with. Just bring them and let's go. There's be a lot of activities that we're going to be doing when we get there.
So thank you so much for watching Prime Morning today. Adam, you want to say something?
Sunday too, we all converging at the Labadi Beach.
For Beam concert.
Stoneboy will be having the concerts.
Don't forget, Beam concert.
The video is in town.
Yeah.
Being special guest. Spice is also
in town.
So it's
Beam Fest.
Awesome. I mean, KMG will love the beach edition because
they're gonna be there Sunday.
The ladies pull up. Pull up.
All right,
and Passions Bam coming over on Sunday, Mutual Festival. I'll see you guys over there as well.